they got my mans, bro. 79 block shed. Oh, 74 block shed. Shit, I can't see. They're gonna start JT. Two rookie starters. See how Carson does in the run game. Interested to see if he can hold his own. But we got to get JT on the field for sure. You definitely need an impact block up. That's where I want to put my plus 10 impact block on JT. As a matter of fact, do it now. Club featured streams. Got the invite. There's the starting lineup, boys. Let's do it. I swear I accepted the invite. Black pants. Let's do this. Like Brutus.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Just checking to see what they're living.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Well, if he's doing that, maybe I got time to take this upstairs. shit, I still gotta take this trash out. Me tripping. Damn, brother. We're still on pause?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get
Early,
to him.
not late.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He'll take it at the 42. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And some room to maneuver. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Robertson. Touchdown.
Hoorah.
From 10 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Oh, baby.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He finds his man complete. It's Robertson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because it's been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback.
They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh,
and that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards.
So lucky he
And
clicked
it will
off.
be 1st and 10 as they take over.
He's so lucky he clicked off, dude.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Short pass caught by Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Put that one in the win column for the defense.
Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
First down, Ravens.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Browns, nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a give, right side. Robertson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That was some shit.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Ravens 21. Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back
that's
from
not a fucking sack.
And if they don't score here,
holy shit,
that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Thank you.
Everything falling apart.
Hello,
now.
rookie. Welcome to the
Another one
NFL.
intercepted. And the Ravens are in great
Let's go,
shape
baby.
here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Real quick, ready?
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Come on.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tucker's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Now they try the right side here.
Still 99.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Oh, really?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll look to throw.
Go two.
Hello,
rookie. Welcome to the NFL.
The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been
untouched.
We'll see
Off
if they
the
try to
fucking
fix it.
edge.
The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
No.
Looking to throw. Quick look on the slant. It's Gordon. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Jackson will throw again. Throw caught by Flowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson from the shotgun. He completes it to Henry. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Look at that.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Flowers.
We had a free play and got 1 yard.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Ravens take over
Well, Ocho Cinco and get the shit.
at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead,
before the other guys even see the football? That could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Yeah, give me a free release of the same. Thanks.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Robertson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd down now, it's Robertson, and this has been
out
a
of fucking
familiar
dollar.
sight all afternoon as
Out
they
of
stop in
dollar,
behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh, perfect. God damn. And Tuck we trust, baby. All right.
Tucker's kick is good.
Golly.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Ready.
Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Oh, go.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
taken at about the 36. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got Gordon open, completes it. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
On 2nd down, it's Robertson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
13. You change it. 180. Finish it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now, this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Oh!
A throw there.
Rookie to
That's
rookie.
gonna wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him
the
as he
ball's in your
throws.
hands,
This one's gonna
Reed.
go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Report.
On 1st down, Robertson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hey.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try the left side. It's Robertson.
Really?
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Robertson. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Robertson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame.
Tuck, we trust, gang, bang, bang, bang.
Close
There
the
you go.
Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard
Tell him about your boy.
Well, partner, I got to
6'3"
tell
on
you,
opponents,
I'm trying
baby.
to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for Baltimore, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
We did. Let's go.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Trent still gave up a sack early. That's very unfortunate. BQ with 8 tackles for both TFLs. Gary doing Gary things. Bryce Carson, not a bad fucking first start, buddy. 3 TFLs and a sack. Away with 2 TFLs. JT got an assisted tackle on the TFL. That's good, what? 3 sacks as a team, 5 interceptions, I believe. He should have had a pass deflection, bro. They hold him. There we go. Rookie had one, rookie corner. JT got an upgrade. Hey, Plus one speed and strength and power move, nigga. Shit. Yeah, it is. Oh shit! All defensive linemen earn 4,500. God damn. Well, that's crazy. That is crazy. And 10 staff points, nigga. Oh man, I could have been getting extra XP for my guys, man. Damn. Body to body, cheek to cheek. Oh, this gonna come in handy. Get awareness too. Where does that put old boy at though? Mr. 6'5". Well, damn. Puts him at 90 excel, 92 speed, 93, well, say 93, 66 play rec, 64 awareness. We need to get that up a little bit. Plus 3 block shed, please. Thanks. I'll take 2. This fucking waste of space. He got 60 catching, bro. That shit funny. And a couple special teams tackles too. Let's get it back. So we did our plus 10 on JT. This man is one more training away from another upgrade point. Okay. Williams started off as a 69. JT was a 73. Moore was a 72. Birch was a 69. Jackson 69. Gore 69. Chambers 68. Harrell 67. The one damn archetype he's not. It's all good. He had 99. Scheme fit. Scheme fit. Scheme fit. Mr. Irrelevant from last season, right? Yep. Mr. Irrelevant from last season. Bro, Andrew Voorhees and Raheem Avant, Raheem Avant, marvelous job versus fucking Myles Garrett. Marvelous job. One and a half sacks last season, bro. At least this season started off better. 2 TFLs. You love to see it. God damn.